Hey everybody, it's Nicole from Cause We Love to Scrap. Today I'm going to be working with the January kit from Color Rush Studios, and this is a sketch that they have going this month. So I'm going to try to do something involving this sketch. I have two photos of my daughters together when we did a photo shoot last year, and I'm going to go ahead and document those. I'm going to leave them as rectangles just because I don't have a big heart die, and even if I did, I feel like it would be too, I feel like these capture the moments perfectly. So I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to cut this. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and do that right after. But yeah, let's just go ahead and let's get started since I have already started. And I'm gonna switch over to voiceover. There we go, that's what it is. Okay, so I did go off camera and I distressed my photos, and now I'm gonna go ahead and start on the paper piecing of my layout. I have that striped tissue paper to the left, and I have decided I'm going to make a heart with that. And then I'm just going through all my scraps, and I decide to kind of make them smaller so they're more manageable. I know, weird. I'm weird, I guess. And so, yeah, I'm just going to go through my scraps, pile them all up in a nice pile. And then I'm going to start going through and looking to see what I want as my background. So this paper right here, I decide is going to be the very far back of my layout. And then I just need another sheet to go on top of that. And I'm going to go with this one right here. It is a pink gingham. And even with the branding strip on, I cut 2 inches, and then I cut 2 inches off of the other side. So I have my background. I went off camera and I distressed it and glued it down. Well, I taped it down. And then here I used a pencil to trace this. No. Okay, so at first I just eyeballed it, and this heart turned out so ugly. I just threw it in the trash. and nothing I did made it better. So here I decided I'm gonna go ahead and do it a little bit better by drawing a heart on here instead of eyeballing it, and it turns out much better. So there I am drawing it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut it, and I don't care if it has like little cut marks around the edge, just gives it more interest to me. So I'm going to go ahead and use that as my background heart, and then on the sketch it has some hearts, a heart that is like sketched on there, and I'm going to use some of the ribbon from the Frazzles to make another heart. And so what I do first is, of course, I'm going to go ahead and tape down this tissue paper heart. So that's down. After I put tape on it, I realized I wanted it a little bit messy, and it didn't really come out messy, but it's fine. It looks great. So here I'm going to use some tear tape to make a heart, and it actually turned out really well. I was surprised with my little efforts there. And so here, yeah, I'm just going through and I'm making my heart. And then after I'm done with that, I'm going to take all of the paper off of it, and then I'm going to add glue. So that's one of the things that I do with my ribbons and stuff, is that I use some tear tape and then I use glue. That way it gets nice and stuck on there. So there we go. My heart is now complete with the ribbon. And here's where I'm going to put my photos. I did go off camera and put those down on some foam. And now I'm going to use these foamy stickers from the kit to do my title, which is "You Make Me Smile." Since these are 2 photos of my daughters, it's very true. So I'm going to just use lowercase letters, and I need 3 M's and I only have 2. So what I decided to do is one of the M's I'm going to use an upside down W, and I'm going to do that for the me part. And as you can see here, as I take the letters, I just glue them down as well, just to make sure that they're nice and on there forever, and I won't find them at the bottom of the page or not sticking anymore, because you never know. It's just good to go ahead and glue these types of letters on. And you can see that I did that upside down W for the me part of my page here, and now I'm working on smile, and I'm almost done with that. And now I'm gonna go ahead and start embellishing with all of the goodies that come with the kit. So after I make my clusters, I go off camera and I glue them down, and then I'm going to add this red shimmer spray from Dilutions, and I'm just going to flick it on the page and make some red splatters all over my page. And after that, I am going to I decide that I'm going to add some more to my page, so yeah, I have to be careful since all my splatters here are still wet. But I do decide to bring in some iridescent sequins, and I'm going to just add some little dots of glue, and then I'm going to use my little jewel picker to go ahead and add the sequins on there. That is going to do it for my video. I am going to leave you with some close-ups in just a few seconds. And I did want to remind you that if you want this kit, I will have a link to it down below, and you can use my code 10 Nicole in the discount code area, and you will get a discount. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time.